Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be diving into a mob farm in the hunting dimension, and we're going to be getting it all set up with tons and tons of vector plates. So I hope you're ready for the shenanigans. So today is going to be absolutely insane. We are going to tear the hunting dimension apart. What I plan on doing is covering that thing in vector plates for the most part. We may like split things up, but for the most part, we're going to cover the whole area that I created in vector plates. We're going to light up the center point so that way only mobs can spawn in a circle. And then we're going to have a particular area where they all cram up. And that should make for an incredible leveling up farm, where maybe later on down the road, we can put this thing in an actual user and then have this auto kill the mobs. And I think that should even upgrade this thing and try and see what the max level is that you can go with these Tinker Construct tools. I don't actually know what the cap is. Maybe you guys already do, but either way, we should be able to use this to our advantage. And as you can see, I have a lot of junk in my inventory that really just needs to go. Another good thing is we can farm Android parts this way. So in order to do that, we need vector plates, and we're going to need a lot of them. So the best way to probably do that is to automate it. I don't have like an automated sugarcane farm though. So vector plates, we have most of this. Like, how much sugar do we actually have? We have quite a lot actually. I think this might actually be plenty. That's a lot of vector plates. Now, one thing I want to know, I should be able to copy and paste vector plates with the builder's tool. So let's get building gadgets, and we'll use the copy and paste gadget alongside our other gadget. And I want to see how well this actually works and if we can actually do this. So let's head on to this dimension. Actually, I'm going to need some torches as well. Get our lovely torch launcher, just to simply reduce the amount of mobs that are everywhere. So we should be able to get the mobs to clear out, right? We should be able to take those guys out. I'm just going to go ahead and throw some torches everywhere, just to kind of get them to clear out for just a little bit, so not so many spawn. That's going to make the vector plates a little bit easier for us. And I think, wasn't it L? Yeah, it's N. There we go. Now we can see things a lot clearer. I love being able to turn that night vision on and off so quickly. Okay, so I need to go through here. I'm just going to clear these guys out. It should take like no time at all. Maybe just clear one section. There we go. I can like get these guys to follow me. Come on, guys. Follow me. Follow me this way. Look at that army. That's a weird looking zombie villager, I can tell you that. So yeah, we're going to take out CPW. We're going to take out a bunch of other people. Yeah, we're actually doing pretty good. This armor, like being this android is insane. Our health is insane. We take hardly any damage whenever we get hit. Of course, we also have our own armor on top of everything. But man, it's actually pretty ridiculous at how well it actually does. Wow. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these guys cleared up, and then we can start focusing on the vector plates. Okay, so here's where the fun starts to take place. So I am slowly but surely cleaning this stuff up. I think I even need to probably grab some of this because we do have these sections here. I'll have to clean those up later, I guess. But what's going to happen is mobs should spawn on these, and I was using the actual building gadget itself. It actually works very well. Like if I go to paste here, you can see it works. Now, what I don't know is if it's directional. So let's test this out directionally. So this one facing this way, then copy. Oh my. This is going to make this way easier than I thought. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pick all these up, because I actually want these to be in a very particular way. And we can actually do that with these building gadgets. Oh, that's going to be so nice. All right, so what I want to do is, instead of doing this, we're going to do a vertical column, I believe. Yes, like that. All right, get out of here. So what we should be able to do, place this here, shift right click to set its direction. And then we need to do vertical wall. Not like this. Even though that's kind of what I want, but vertical column. Maxed out to 25. That's not what I want either. Surface? No, it should be able to place here, but I wanted to go the other direction. There we go. Okay, so this is what I want. I want this to pretty much surround the entire thing, and then we're going to do an empty space here and then a space here. So eventually we should get mobs all spawning, so that way I can kind of make less of these, but still have a good amount going. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of that done. Like I said, it's going to look like this, but it's going to be skip a space, then we're going to have it skip a space, then we're going to have it all like that. So I'm going to continue that. So as you can see, this whole area is done, and what we have to do now is kind of go over what I have finished. So I went ahead and did that pattern, like I said. Now I do have to take out those torches, and that's what we're going to be setting up now. I did go ahead and build a wall, and then I went ahead and put the slabs to prevent mobs from spawning on top of here. That's to keep the mobs where I want them, which is here. Just kind of keep the mobs from seeing me. They actually walk on their own. They don't recognize me as long as I'm inside the ring, which I should always be and shouldn't have to worry about that. And then we have the outside ring here. This is for the spiders. You can see spiders cannot go above that, and that is to prevent them from climbing over. Otherwise, they would easily climb over. So this is a massive, massive mob farm. What we're going to have to do is take our vector plates and thus set this so that way these vector plates are all turned and send all these mobs into this area. And probably the best way to do this without any issues is to actually, well, without stirring up an Enderman, is to go ahead and place this and set this to build to me. And then we're going to go ahead and set that there. And I probably want to reduce that range. Set this to build to me. We can have this blocking them off here. Why not? So that should block off some mobs. We can set that to surface. Look at that. Perfect. Goodbye. Now, spiders are still going to be an issue. They are going to spawn right there. But that should hold most of the mobs in for right now while we work. And, or if that happens. Great. So, I'm going to go ahead and clean this up. Let's go ahead and break these vector plates. So, yeah, what I'm going to have to do is kind of line this up. Boy, these guys are persistent, aren't they? We'll just take these guys out. They won't, see, they won't do that when we have it set up differently. Alright, so those guys are building up. They're getting incredibly annoying. We need to make sure we get this. Turkey, what are you doing? And we're just going to line this up with this. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to get this done, and then we're going to fill this in. Alright guys, moment of truth. You can see some of them are already flooding in. What I need to do, though, is fully break that. Allow them to flood in. Let's go ahead and head in here. Now you can see these guys can attack me. And we do have creepers in there, so we do want to make sure we get these killed. But for the most part, this is going to be pretty nice. I am going to get another wall and sort of slab this off. But this is like an insane way to kill these guys. Like, look at that. It's just, it's so quick. And we can gain tons of experience this way. Also, if we want to set up an auto mob farm, we can just take these guys out. No problem. Now, it is pretty loud. I will give everyone that. This farm is definitely loud. But we can stand here for like a short minute and just take these guys out. No problem. Now, I still need to turn the lights off. Let's go ahead and do that. These guys should spawn like crazy. I'm going to take some of my slabs from here. There we go. That should keep them. We need to just get rid of these torches. And that's about it. Like, oh man. This is going to be a pretty decent passive mob farm. Like, just mob farm that just works. Now, we didn't have to go with this. We can definitely spawn mobs in ourselves. And at this point, we can do that pretty easily. But I wanted to do something fun and actually give a use case for the hunting dimension. Because like I said, you can change these chunks to spawn in whatever mob you really want to spawn in. It doesn't have to be particularly these. But yeah, you can just stand here. Things are spawning. Look at that. We just upgraded to the Grand Mastered already on this thing. That is insane. How quickly we build the levels up on this. That is absolutely insane. I think even our yo-yo can go in there. So yeah, we just put our yo-yo in here. Just let our yo-yo take the mobs out. How cool is that? Pretty crazy. So yeah, this is going to just keep generating mobs us over and over again. So what do you guys think about this mob farm? I know, it's pretty garbage, right? But later on, we can do some more interesting things with these mobs in particular. So you can see they're on this track. They're going to be spawning all over the place. Some spawn here, some spawn here. We even get Endermen spawning in here every now and then, even though this is not compatible for Endermen. Even now that I mention it, though, we could probably change the part out and make it work with Endermen. All we'd have to do, I think, is make an alien, and it would actually be able to attack Endermen. As of right now, we're just going to end up with Endermen all over the place. Because, yeah, you see when we hit them, they just teleport all over the place. It doesn't matter if they're on slabs or not. They're going to hit somewhere. Look at that. We got this thing leveled up. Like, this thing can go really high. All right, so now that we have this, let's set up a way to auto-kill these guys with our shuriken, and let's see if it actually levels up. That's something I really wanted to test out, is if it will actually increase the levels for us by doing that. So cross-dimensional power, right? Points, we have that. I want to see how well our auto-clicker would work. So we have a user and we also have a clicker. I think maybe the user might be more interesting to set up. Because it does have a lot more settings. Okay, so we have that. And I think this left clicks or right clicks. I think. If not, we do have the clicker that we can make. Do we not have a lot of polished diorite? Guess not. We do now. There we go. We also have this. All right, so point. Let's take one with us, and we should be able to easily set this up. Like, it shouldn't require very much maintenance at all. Now, a problem with us teleporting back and forth like we're doing is we end up with another type of issue. Let's go ahead and break the... Actually, I probably needed a wrench. That would have been nice, wouldn't it? Because I think when you place the automated user down, it faces towards you. Clear these guys out. Man, that's just a lot of mobs built up in there. This is where you're like, ah, maybe I should have done this before all of that. All right, that's probably enough. Yep, that's what I was worried about. Creepers. All right, let's just go get a wrench. This is gonna be too insane if I don't do that. I didn't want to go back and forth, but we're gonna need a hammer. By far. I hate the traveling back and forth. Oh wow, they ended up getting over that top there. Alright. We get a hammer. Let's put some power on this. And then this needs to be use. Attack. Oh, way too much. Way too much attacking going on.
Wow.
This is a use. Is this actually using shurikens though? I can't tell. That's punching. Okay. I think we just lost our shuriken. I'm almost positive we just lost our shuriken. What even just happened there? Okay, this has turned out to be a lot worse than I thought. So I think I got most of the mob farm ready to go. I think everything is good now. I ended up making another shuriken. This one's pretty much exactly the same, using the same materials. You got manulin, bone, prismarine, and paper. And then it gives you 5 modifiers, and you can just rack this up, make it unbreakable, which is what I did. The only thing I lost was all my experience. Now, you see all these creepers and everything. These are the bad guys. So what I have inside here is water now. So that way, if these guys explode, in which there is no if, it is when they decide to explode, we can go ahead and take care of them. You can see we can level up our stuff really fast in this mob farm setup. But yeah, those creepers, there's just so many creepers. And now that this thing is floating in water, they can kind of shoot us now, which is, of course, not that big of a deal, but they do, I think, shoot at creepers, and they set them off, and creepers are so bad when they get set off. So yeah, and then we can come up here, and we have a magnet, so we can pick up all of our loot. The only thing that's going to be hard to hit, I think, is the baby ones, but, I mean, we could even stand here and just tear these guys up. And let's talk about this side for a second. What is going on with you? What are you doing? Wow. So over here, this is for the Endermen. The Endermen, so they don't build up, because they will build up. They'll start blocking the area, and then they'll reduce the spawn rate, in which I don't want that to happen. The only other thing is we have spiders that kind of float up to the top and float down. That should hopefully be helped by this, but like I said, this is just literally to level up my weapons, to make them a lot better. So yeah, and also kind of get some loot. Eventually we're going to set this up. We can have it go automatically on whatever tool we decide to use, whether that be a sword or what have you. But yeah, the problem I was having is creepers just blowing up. So I put a 2x2 pool of water in there, and now even if we get close, it won't matter because they'll blow up in the water, and it doesn't do destruction that way, which is perfect. So today was kind of all about fun. I wanted to make a mob farm which is a little bit different than what I normally do, and just kind of experiment. And that's what, you know, modded Minecraft should be all about. It should be about experimenting, giving you the ability to kind of try new things and see how it goes. But I wanted to show you here that I cannot use a shuriken inside this. It has power. We have it set to use. It's not using it. You can change this to the max size. It still doesn't matter. Even if a mob is in front of it, it doesn't matter. It will not use this shuriken. It doesn't even matter what slot you put it in. If you put it here, it doesn't work. I mean, it does not like to be anywhere but here. I do notice it does like this double thing over here. Like you can't put it anywhere else. I mean, this thing just doesn't work. You can set it to any other, you know, level. Now there are users in other packs that this does work in. It just doesn't work in this one. And then I tried this auto clicker, thinking maybe this auto clicker would let you do that. Nope, it doesn't work either. Surprise, right? So if we even set that there, you would think that this one would definitely work, but it doesn't. The only other option would be like a miner, because there is no other user, right? So we have users here. We have the automated user, and that's about it, other than the clicker, right? We have the miners, which we have a controlled miner, but this one lets you put an item in, but I don't think it lets you left click. And that would be something that I'd like to do. Now, I think we could use this for other things. So like left click, does it work with this pick? No, it doesn't. Maybe because we don't have enough durability. So like maybe on the party pickaxe, I think it works on this one where it'll let you place down cake or something like that. That could be useful, you know, for things, but I don't know. For right now, that I found out didn't work, which is kind of disappointing because that's the whole point of why I made that farm. I wanted to get that set up. I probably should have tested that in the first place then, right? But anyways, we got lots ahead of us. That is just me trying to utilize this dimension and give it a reason for being here. Because otherwise, I don't really see a need for having a hunting dimension whenever the nether is so packed like it is. Now, saying that, there are other maps that you can play, and every map seems like it has a different type of other dimension spawn. So some dimensions are different than others. Like if you play the chunk map, which I was playing on live stream, when you go to the nether, it's not a normal nether. It's literally just a singular chunk. And you have, outside of that chunk, you just have just some regular void with fortresses every now and then. So things like that you got to take in mind. I think today we did a little bit of extra stuff. So I'm going to say today we're going to go ahead and end today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was a little bit shorter than normal, but believe me, there is going to be some really cool stuff that's going to be coming up. We're going to dive deep into nuclear craft. That is a very tech heavy mod and a lot of information, a lot of weird names, but it's very, very cool. So guys, we're going to be working on that probably the next couple of episodes. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video, guys, a huge thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next episode, and as always, thanks for watching.